Ladies and gentlemen, you are bidding on a Roland SH-201 on eBay. Let me get some close-ups here with this sucker. Everything is in mint condition. I haven't really used this keyboard much. It is really nice. Unfortunately, I have the big brother to this keyboard, which is the V-Synth. They have identical sound engines, so I really just don't have any use for this anymore. Anyway, I'll give you guys a little demo, so you guys can kind of hear how it sounds, and I'll show you that everything is working perfectly. Let me come up here, show you what we got. It's a really nice keyboard. We've got 4 different sound banks. Each sound bank contains 8 patches, and that's just the preset. There's also a user set of sounds, which is another 4 sound banks on top of the other ones, also with 8 individual patches. You've got dual oscillator sounds per layer. You can have up to 2 layers, which means you can stack 4 oscillators in one sound and create some really thick sounding stuff. So anyways, without further ado, let me give you a little demo. A little tweaking out there. My favorite are the pads. This thing has got some awesome pads built into it. You can control it with your filter, give them some more resonance, or come over here, use your envelopes for your filters that you can assign different parameters. Add some overdrive, which kind of gives it almost kind of a distorted type sound. Lots of different stuff. You've got your effects controls over here, your delay, reverb stuff that you can set up. Another really cool thing is it has exit input for, you could hook an iPod up or drum machine or anything you want really that's got regular, I guess, analog inputs. And you can run that through the filters and do all kinds of craziness, which is kind of cool for live stuff if you're going to use this thing live. This particular model that I have, I've never taken out of the studio. It's a smoke-free studio, so everything's in good shape, as I said. But it's also got a D-beam, which is basically a light sensor, and you can route it to control pitch, expression, or your filter envelope. And it's kind of nice because it can give you some crazy expression, or just make it a little easier to control things like your filter and stuff, so without having to twist a knob. But I love twisting knobs, man. I love keyboards, I love synthesizers, and I love being able to do that. But this is really nice too, because you hit a chord or whatnot and control your filter at the same time. Maybe we turn this down. All kinds of coolness you can do there. Also assign it to your pitch. So you take a sound, like this sound here, and then get it going off to some crazy octave somewhere. And have to do the expression, which I assume is velocity. So it's got some really nice features and effects here. User sound bank, you can program your own original stuff. I think I already said that. I'm not sure what else I can tell you other than it's got a sound editor which can work on your computer and allows you to reprogram things like the arpeggiator, which I haven't showed you yet. Let me just show you that. It's got presets for the arpeggiator. It's got the simple arpeggiator, which is kind of like the standard old school arpeggiators. Let's switch the sound here. Hold on a sec. We'll find a different sound that's... Okay, so that's the sound there. We can go ahead and select from preset arpeggiators in the sound bank. It's got a tap tempo. Kind of reminds me of Zelda. Stupid. Anyway, it's got a whole bunch of different settings for that, up and down. Lots of different cool things you can do. Like I said, you can program that. And there was one other thing I was going to tell you that's really nice. This keyboard actually can double as a MIDI controller, which is really nice for those of you who use software-based synths also. I happen to use a program called Reason. I know some people use like Cubase and things like that. I also use Pro Tools and stuff. So it's nice to have. If you don't have a controller, this thing can double for both. So lots of really nice things about this keyboard. Like I said, it's in mint condition. So please bid, and it can be yours. All right. Thanks.